taking Magny to start it off. I think the biggest concern is Zaleski's power, man. Like he hits hard. He's got pretty good boxing. Uh, and I think that's totally a concern going in against Neil Magny, who we've seen take some pretty brutal beatings in his last 4 or 5 fights. But if you just like you said, you look at the last 4 guys he fought. He lost to Ian Machado Gary, arguably could fight for the belt. You could give him that title shot, or an elimination fight. That's a top 15 fighter. Mike Mallet, who we saw Neil Magny get that done in the end. Mallet was beating him majority of that fight. Would have went to if it went to the scorecards, he gets his hand raised. But he's a top prospect too. Guy still coming up. Then Michael Morales and Carlos Prates, 2 guys in the top 15 as well. So the UFC has not done any favors for Neil Magny. Obviously, he's older in his career. They're still trying to keep him, relevant at the top of the division. But like you said, Zach, I think this is a great fight for him to kind of get back in that win column. When I just look at the statistics here, or the attributes, 6'3" to 5'11" in favor of Magny, and 80-inch reach to 73-inch reach in favor of Magny. Zaleski, who he's had problems with, he lost to Randy Brown, similar build to Neil Magny. Lost to Chitty, I'm not even going to try to pronounce his last name, but also similar build to Neil Magny. So we've seen guys of this build give him problems.